Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach a new grammar adverb. First, let us see what is an adverb. An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Lot of adverbs end with ly. For example, she swims quickly. Here, the adverb quickly modifies the verb swims. One more example, she writes carefully. Here, the adverb carefully modifies the verb writes. The bird is very small. This sentence has an example of an adverb that describes an adjective. Do you see an adjective in this sentence? Yes, small is an adjective. It describes the noun bird. But there is an adverb that describes small. It tells us how small. Do you see the word very? Very is an adverb because it describes the adjective small. One more example. The students always study so quietly. In this sentence, we have an example of an adverb that describes another adverb. Quietly is an adverb that tells how the students study. But there is also an adverb that tells us how quietly they study. Do you see the word so? Yes, so is an adverb because it describes another adverb, quietly, by telling how quietly. What do adverbs do? When an adverb modifies a verb, it tells us how, when, where the action takes place. It is quite easy to find out the adverb. We take the verb and ask the questions how, when, where. If we get an answer, it is the adverb. Adverbs tell where, when, how much and how often. First, here are some examples for where. We park the car here. The action or verb of the sentence is parked. Do you see the word that tells where we parked? Here. Here is an adverb because it tells where we parked. Example for when. He played soccer today. The action or verb of the sentence is played. Do you see the word that tells when he played soccer? Today. Today is an adverb because it describes the verb played by telling when he played soccer. When did he play? Today. Example for how. They speak quietly. The action or verb of this sentence is speak. Do you see the word that tells how they speak? Quietly. Quietly is the adverb that tells how they speak. Example for how much. They run so quickly. This sentence has two adverbs. The action or verb is run. Quickly tells how they run, and so is an adverb that tells how much or how quickly they run. Example for how often. Shiny usually calls me at 5 p.m. In this sentence, the action or verb is calls. Usually tells how often Shiny calls me. Okay children, now let's see how you understood this class. Take a look at these 4 sentences. First one, the fish swam slowly in the very warm water. This sentence has 2 adverbs. What are they? Slowly and very. Now remember, adverbs describes verbs, adjectives and other adverbs. First, let's look at the word slowly. What happened slowly in this sentence? It tells us more about the action or verb swam. It tells us how the fish swam. How did the fish swim? Slowly. And the next word, very. Very tells us more about the adjective warm. It tells us how warm the water was. How warm was it? Very warm. Next sentence. The orange car always works better than the yellow car. This sentence has two adverbs. What are they? Always and better. Always describes the action or verb works. It tells us when. When does the orange car work? Always. And what about the word better? What does the word better describes in the sentence? Better also describes the verb works. It tells how the orange car works. How does the car work? Better than the yellow car. Next one. Today my sister went to school early in the morning. This sentence has two adverbs. What are they? Today and early. Which word in the sentence does the word today describe? Today describes the action or verb went because it tells when. When did my sister go to school? Today. Now, what about the word early? Which word in the sentence does early describe? Early also describes the verb went. When did my sister go to school? Early in the morning. Next one. They often run outside. Now they are playing here inside. These two sentences have five adverbs. What are they? Often, outside, now, here and inside. Let's look at the first one, often. Which word in the sentence does often describe? Often describes the verb run. It tells how do they run. Often. What about outside? Which word does that describe? Outside also describes the verb run because it tells where. Where do they run? Outside. Let's look at the next part of the sentence, now. Does it describe are playing here or inside? Now describes the verb are playing. The word now tells us when they are playing. When are they playing? Next, what about the word here? Here also describes the verb are playing because it tells us where. Where are they playing? Here. Similarly, with inside, the word inside describes the verb are playing. Where are they playing? Inside. Okay children, hope you understood. Thank you.